Howdy gang, welcome back for some more Crowfall testing. So this next stage of testing, which we've done 1 night of testing so far, we're testing the Siege Perilous. It's where we get access to some catapults, try to break down some walls to get in and destroy the enemy tree of life. Of course, you could be on the other side where you're defending the tree of life and you have to go out, defend your castle, or go beyond to the enemy's tree of bane or whatever the hell it is, destroy it. So let's hop into this match that's getting together. I'll play a champion. Oh no, it's going to throw me in the next one, so we got a little wait. While we're waiting on that, for those of you that have not seen Crowfall yet, currently we're in pre-alpha, testing combat mechanics, and now just starting on some of the siege mechanics. We don't have access to all of the classes yet, or all of the characters. Right now we have the champion, which is your heavy DPS character. Wields these two big two-handed weapons. There's also, nobody's chosen the team yet. Yeah, you can either sit here in the random and make it choose for you. Well, it's only me and one other person right now. This wait might be a while. I will look at videos and stuff. So I am currently looking at the champion.
The champion is our in-your-face, smash-em-up character. He uses rage to fuel his powers. He starts out with no rage. Right-click will generate a ton of instant rage and make you leap forward. When you have rage, press 2, then 2 again to blind your enemies. If you get into trouble, press the C key to leap into the air and knock down everyone around you. You can also press 6 to turn yourself into stone for a short period of time. As you fight, you will generate hatred. When it is full, press 5 to activate your ultimate warrior form and start wrecking face.
Confessor is your caster kind of class based on fire.
So the Confessor is our high damage glass cannon character. She's very squishy. All of her abilities use mana. Left click shoots fireballs, which also stacks sin on enemy players. And when you've stacked sin on them, you can use one of 2 abilities. Number 4, which is Absolution, will light them on fire, and number 5 will actually shoot a giant flamethrower out, which is great for groups of enemies. If you get into trouble, you can right click to get away. Remember to press K so you can see all of her abilities, and 6 is your best friend. Can't do anything without mana.
The Knight is your tank, classic sword and shield.
The Knight is our defensive melee character. He's our tank. You're going to want to be on the front line soaking up as much damage as possible. When you see an incoming attack, use your right mouse click to block. And you can block as long as you have stamina. All of the Knight's powers use mana, which is generated by using your left click attack.
Weird.
The third time you use your left click attack consecutively, you'll also snare those who are hit by it. Use your onslaught combo on button 4 as your staple. 444 will knock down targets in front of you. Press K to check out your other powers, and don't forget, right click to block.
Legionnaire is the weird one. That's a centaur that does melee as well as a heal.
I'm here to give you the lowdown on the Legionnaire. He uses rage to fuel his powers, and he starts out with no rage.
Which is weird.
But you can press the C key to get a ton of instant rage, so be sure to press C. Use that rage and press 6 to heal your group. If you have rage and 6 is on cooldown, mash 4 to reduce the effectiveness of their defense or attacks. You have a ton of other powers. press K to check them out, but remember, press C, press 6, left click, and then mash 4.
Then we have the newest one, which is the Ranger. It's basically your ranged DPS.
The Ranger is our first ranged physical archetype. She's also a tad more complicated than previous archetypes. All of her ranged powers use ammunition. Make sure to open your inventory and right-click on the arrows in your inventory to equip them in your quiver slot. Most of your bow powers require you to hold and charge up the power of the shot. If you fire early, you will do significantly less damage, so try and charge them to full. Your left-click combo series is the bulk of your damage. The third attack in this combo will do something special based on the type of arrow you are using. Press and hold the 1 key for a rapid-fire attack, which will really devastate your targets. If you run out of ammunition or you get caught in melee range, press the T key to swap your melee tray. Yep, the Ranger has 2 power trays. Make sure to press T to toggle between them. All of your melee powers use energy as a resource. However, you only generate energy while your ranged tray is active. Make sure to swap back to the ranged tray if you run out of energy. Your left-click melee combo series will break your opponent's armor. You should follow that up with a 3-3 combo for a guaranteed critical hit with a jab combo. If you need to get away from the enemy, press 3, then E to disengage, which will cause you to leap back and automatically put you in the ranged tray. You could also try right-clicking for a quick dodge if someone gets up in your face. As always, press K to check out all the powers in both trays.
And that's the classes and the characters we have access to now. The Druid will be the next one, which is one I'm looking forward to, because I'm kind of the ranged healer kind of player. She'll be interesting to see what effects she will have. Alright, still waiting on this group to get together. So for Siege Perilous, the groups have to be a pretty good size. And one game just started. There's only about 53 of us on the server. So we probably have to wait for that match to finish. Look at the champion's powers while we're waiting too. So we have left mouse button, it's your basic attack. Your smash, you can hold it to charge it up, turn it into a giant smash. Continue holding it, turn it into a massive smash, which I believe just changes the amount of damage it does. So the basic attack, 744 to 1000 plus 100% weapon damage, generating 5 rage. Giant smash charge does 565 to 765 plus 76% weapon damage, but it generates more rage. So you're doing less damage to do more rage, to generate more rage. Then the big massive smash does the most damage and the most rage. No, the start and the middle, why does it damage go down and rage go up, and then both? Seems like that should be like middle damage. Like the base attack should be doing 565 to 765, and then the giant smash should be doing the 740. I wonder if they got those backwards. Right mouse button is a leap attack. That's a key one because that's the one that generates some range for you to start off early. Leap forward, do this damage as crushing. You can immediately leap again a second time at a 0 resource cost, which is good. That's a good movement ability too to help you speed things up. You can charge it. When you charge it, you switch it to this leap, doing more damage. That would be when you're actually going to leap into combat. You want to charge it up. When you land, you do some hella damage. C Port. The neck breaker. Leap straight up. When you land, knock down all enemies in the area, dealing this amount of damage as crushing damage. And that's a big one. That's a huge amount of damage. And it knocks them down. Alright, then the other abilities on the keys. One is a massive cleave. So the basic attack is you strike in front of you for this amount of damage. Charge it up. You can enter a whirling pain, where you sweep 7 times around you, dealing this amount of damage. Per swing, you may move while spinning. Will they change that? I think it was before it was you cannot move while spinning. And then if you charge it up all the way, you cancel the combo. So it pulls you out of the spinning attack. 2 is the spinning back fist. Spin in front of you, dealing this amount of damage as crushing damage. Charge it up, you're kicking sand in their face. Sand at nearby enemies, blinding them for 4 seconds while dealing this amount of damage. 3 is a vicious stomp. Stomp the ground in front of you, dealing this amount of damage. Applies a 50% movement speed reduction to all hit. So that's good for like a rout if the enemies are trying to get away, or if you catch a ranged character off guard. You get close enough to them, you can slow down their movement so they can't get away. And it splits into a combo ability. So when you hold it down, or if you hit it again after hitting the original stomp, it gives you the option to do either combo A or combo B. Combo A is a disarming shout. It suppresses the enemies, which is almost like a stun. They can still move, but they can't use any abilities. Can't attack, can't do anything. In this case, 6 seconds. That's a hell of a long time. The other combo is a rend. Rend in front of you, dealing this amount of damage, and applies a severe bleed to everyone. Let's see, 4. 4 is a thrown hurl bat. You actually have a ranged attack, and I've tested this one. This one actually has a pretty good distance, and it applies to 50% movement speed too. So if somebody gets away from you, and you don't have your charge ready, and you didn't get your stomp down, so it slowed them down, you can hurl a hurl bat at them, slow them down, and then get up to them and finish them off. 5 is this one, Ultimate Warrior. This is the one where you got enough rage put together